Donald Trump, is he going to jail?
Oh, Mark, I don't know. That's such a tough question. Tuesday, we're going to see his lawyer is saying that there is no way you're going to see Donald Trump in handcuffs. But, I think that might be good for the image. We also have Alan Dershowitz, on the other hand, saying if we get that mugshot, if we get that, that visual could be what sends him directly to the White House. So, Tuesday, everything's going to come to fruition. We'll see how it all unfolds. But a scary time here in the States, Mark.
Indeed. I mean, we are seeing the sequel to the Civil War, and it's actually very sad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at a loss. I don't really, it feels upside down, especially when I don't have a dog in the fight, but if you look at the things that are going on with the Biden family, the Chinese energy companies that are paying members of the Biden family millions of dollars, Hunter's laptop, some of the images on Hunter's laptop, you wonder, is this all a diversion?
Yeah, you do wonder, don't you? Let's talk about your president now, the commander-in-chief, the leader of the free world, Joe Biden, with, I would suggest, a tone-deaf response to that tragic school shooting. Take a listen. We're just loading it up now. Bear with us, Kinsey. Put 10p in the meter.
Down here?
Yes, sir. Down the ramp. And we have people lined up on the left over here. Some union leaders and workers.
Hey, guys and ladies.
Your mark is going to be the blue one to the left.
How y'all doing?
You've got a blue mark, and that's okay.
I'll stand my blue mark, and then I'm going to say load each one of you.
Yes, sir. I'll help you get started.
OK, that was a different clip, but that was essentially the president being told how to walk by his assistant.
The leader of the free world, Mark. I mean, it's terrifying. And you wonder how often this happens and how often it doesn't, because we've seen him wander off stages confused. We've seen him shake hands with the ghost of whoever. So that's just pretty terrifying to witness. Always. That's his go-to. That's his go-to.
So let's go back to that awful, tragic school shooting and a tone-deaf response from the president. Here we go. Here's the correct clip. Take a listen.
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God.
Now, are we being unfair on Biden? Has that clip been taken out of context?
No, sir. And I mean, when I watch that, I cringe. And I think I was a child during 9/11. And I remember my mom rushing into the room saying, planes have hit buildings in New York. Get up. Let's see what's going on. And I remember the comfort that Bush brought me as a child with the way that he responded to that. He was such a peaceful leader in those first few days. We're going to figure this out. This cannot happen again. And as a child in a very scary situation, I felt like things were going to be okay. What was that, Mark? That wasn't any sort of healing or bringing the country together, or this was a horrible thing, but I want you to know that tomorrow's another day and we're going to figure this out. That wasn't that at all.
I have to say, I don't really judge the president because I think he's lost his marbles. I don't think the guy is well. And I think there is a genuine duty of care to your president to get him out of office as soon as possible. He won't be travelling to London for the coronation on May the 6th. The only proper US dignitary that is coming is Kinsey Schofield. Is that right?
I'm putting that on my resume, okay? What I will say, Mark, is that Biden allegedly farted in front of, Queen Consort Camilla. I don't know if you remember that amazing headline. So perhaps he wasn't even invited, because I think that is incredibly rude. I would never pass gas in front of a member of the British royal family.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's talk about Gwyneth Paltrow, Oscar-winning actress. She's very talented. She crashed a skier crashed into her and then he sued her. She won, but it became one of the TV events of the year. It was better than any drama. Let's have a look at a couple of videos that our producer, Sophia, has compiled. Take a listen.
Yes, everyone remain seated while the parties leave.
I'm going to make a quick statement. Ms. Paltrow is not going to be making a statement today.
so you can make the statement outside, Mr. Owens.
I will.
There you go. Now, that's at the end. That's a victorious Gwyneth Paltrow saying, I wish you well. Was she taking the mick or did she mean it?
I want to think she meant it. Although in the South, we always say, like, bless your heart. And we don't mean bless your heart. It means something much more vicious. So perhaps it was a bless your heart moment, but it was a wild trial. At one point, Terry Sanderson compared Gwyneth Paltrow to Jeffrey Epstein, apologized for calling her King Kong. Gwyneth got in trouble for bringing goodies to the court employees, the bailiff. She was bringing them little treats and snacks. She was told not to do that anymore. Taylor Swift was brought up. I mean, it was just so bizarre to watch.
It was bizarre, but it was compulsive viewing. I woke up at 4 a.m. a couple of nights ago and watched an hour. I was absolutely hooked. I'm pleased for her because I know she's a bit up herself, but she was pretty clearly not guilty in that particular case. That guy was a gold digger, no doubt. Let's have a look at the result of my People's Poll tonight, Kinsey. Your reaction briefly, if you can. We've been asking my viewers and listeners, is Joe Biden's rejection of an invitation to the coronation of King Charles an insult to Britain? Well, the public has spoken. 58.1% say yes. And let's be honest, there are, Kinsey, millions of Americans who would like to see their president represented here in Britain on May the 6th.
I mean, even I would like to, because I would like to think that our countries are united and that we will do whatever it takes to stay united. So I think it's bizarre that he's not going to go. But I also am like you, where I go, is he even capable of that? Yeah. I'm not sure if he's capable of it. And don't forget, he did not have a great seat to the Queen's funeral. Maybe there's some resentment there. I don't know what the situation is, but I'm coming, and I'm bringing a skirt the size of Texas. So, maybe he just can't fit because my suitcase is too full.